I try to make a game that has beautiful open spaces, gaps, room for players to enjoy it in ways that were not authored. The following quote is from Hirataka Miyazaki. He is the developer of the game Elden Ring and many other Souls-like games. Now, today we're going to be talking about the colors within the game of Elden Ring. If you look at any other game, you'd be like, wow, colors are generally just decorative things. No, Elden Ring takes this to a next step. Every single color you see carries a deeper message within the game itself. And if you're a gamer yourself, then you're going to want to listen up simply because when you're playing the game, instead of just going around and looking at colors, you'll understand a deeper meaning within colors itself. The reason I talk about colors is simply because colors fascinate me because it's everywhere we see it. I have played Elden Ring for countless hours, done my research, and also written 2 papers about this exact topic itself. So that's why I am qualified to explain this information to you. Let's get back to the game. Elden Ring uses colors, as we said, but the way it uses has deeper message in the red, the blue, the yellow, the black, the white, and most importantly, gold itself. So let's start with the color red. You'll see color red in many different forms. You'll see it in medicinal herbs, you're going to see it in different giants, you're going to see it in Malekith's rune, and my prime example, you're going to see it in Godfrey's Bloodlust. Now, Godfrey, the person that we're going to be talking about, has 2 different forms. The first form is where he is in a cool manner, which we're going to talk about in a bit, but the second form is when he is tainted in blood red. And the reason for that is because of the true message that the color red brings to us. Red is a color that represents beastly nature, and it's not simply a beastly nature, but also a fierce want and aggression within the person itself. And when we're trying to defend ourselves against Godfrey, he is in a red tainted form and attacks us with his bare hands in a very beastly nature. Now, if we go to the next slide. Now, we were talking about how red is beastly, right? Now, there is a opposite color of red, which in this case is blue. Red and blue are opposites within the color theme as well, so it matches perfectly well. Blue, as we said, the same with red, you see it in multiple different ways. One way you see it is in medicinal herbs. Another way you see it is through some intellectual beings. And lastly, my favorite example, you're going to see it within Ranni, the witch, who's the person right here. Now, if red is beastly nature, which works with the physical body, the blue is the brain itself, the intellect itself. Within any Miyazaki game, blue generally represents some sort of sorcery or magic. And in this case, that's exactly what it is. Red represents physical power, whereas blue represents magic and sorcery using the mind. Now, we were talking about Godfrey himself, right? Now, we talked about the second form of him. Let's talk about the first form. The first form is when he has a blue robe around him. And since we discussed that blue was intellect, and to be intellectual, you have to be calm and logical and composed, that's what Godfrey is. When he is talking to us, he is very, very calm. He has a normal conversation with us until his second phase where he has enough and he attacks us within a beastly manner. Now, we see that Elden Ring has a lot of colors. Now, these colors cannot mix, because if they mix, then there ends up being chaos. But to fix this, there is one color within Elden Ring that fixes this issue, and that is the color of gold. Now, gold isn't simply just a color like red and blue. No, it acts as a guiding post for every color of yellow, of black, of white, of any other color. Now, if we look at gold, in the prime example, we'll see rings. And what do rings do? A ring keeps everything outside and keeps anything that's inside of it from leaving. It keeps an order. And gold, in this case, holds an order. This was the color theory of Elden Ring, and we talked about how red is a beastly nature, blue is logical and composed, intellectual, and gold is order itself. Thank you.